What's going on YouTube? Matthew Coriel here again. I wanted to piggyback off the video I did yesterday. I'm going to try to be more organized with content, and we're going to do some video calls with some of the business owners who've started. I've got good friends in like I said, pro striping. I've got a buddy out here in San Antonio who's built a business in alarm systems. I've got a buddy in Houston who's really close to me, who's worked with different industries, Grant Cardone, the dealerships, and now he has an agency where he does marketing for other businesses. So kind of my story, I started to, so I'm 32 now. Like I told you, I opened up a Smoothie King last year, and I'll get into details how I got into franchising and stuff like that, but it all comes down to leverage and the fact that when I was 24 years old, or 20, I think I was 23 or 24, I read that book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and it changed my life to the point where I started to read a book a month, and I can screenshot my Audible to you guys in the comments, or however, if you want more information on the books that I've read, shoot me a message, send me a comment, and I'll send them to you on the ones that really impacted me the most. But I started reading a book a month, and it's all through Audible, so I listen to it all the time, whether I'm going to the gym right now to go get a workout. I listen to it when I work out. I know that if I listen to it for 15 hours straight, then I've read an entire book. So anytime I'm in the car, I'm always listening. I'm always feeding myself with that. So when I listen to, Robert Kiyosaki or Timothy Ferriss, it's as if they're right next to me, speaking into my ear, and I just retain so much that way. But anyway, so I was 23 years old. I went, I read the book, and I instantly started to look for a foreclosed home at 0% on an FHA loan. So, there's multiple different loans, conventional, FHA, there's VA loans, but on a first time, home buyer, you can do an FHA. You can do a conventional as well, but FHA, you don't need to make a lot of money to be able to get approved for it, and you get super low interest rates. So I bought a foreclosed home knowing that I had instant equity in it, 0% down, no money out of my pocket. And I knew that just from the book, this is a patient game. It, usually about a year to 2 years later, you can take a HELOC and pull money. So you're pulling equity out of your home. So I bought my home for $100,000. Within a year to 2 years, it was worth $130,000 to $140,000. I went to a bank and I got a HELOC, which is a home equity line of credit. And I pulled money out of my home. This is, a lot of times the biggest risk is not taking a risk. And anyway, so you can leverage your home. So I took money out and I bought my first property. I flipped the property, took the cash on that, 1030'd it into a commercial property. And this is not using my own money at all. I just leveraged the equity in my home. And strategically, I've done that now over the last about 7 years to now. We have 3 commercial properties, we have 3 residential properties, and I let the account build back up and we buy another one. And so but yeah, so real estate's my forte. I listen to Bigger Pockets. I listen to a lot of like I said, a lot of books. I read a lot on real estate. I think it's one of the greatest assets when you can buy something and you're just leveraging your down payment, and then someone's paying you cash flow, and your appreciation's going up and your mortgage is going down, and this right here is your profit. Now you don't have it until you sell it, but you could always in 2 or 3 years leverage the equity in it, to be able to acquire more real estate. Some of these guys like Robert Kiyosaki, who have 7,000 rental properties, he always teaches there's a difference between an asset and a liability. A lot of people believe their home is an asset, when in all reality it's a liability. An asset is when something actually pays you cash flow, whether it's $100, $200, $300 a month. That is an asset. Your house is not an asset. It is a liability because it's taking income from your pocket and putting into something else, right? So, Dave Ramsey, a lot of these guys teach, debt is bad. And if you have issues with money and you have a hard time not saving, you want to put things on credit cards and stuff like that, then, this may not be your gig. Because you have to be strategic, you have to be able to read, you have to understand your market, you need to know what things rent for, you need to understand comps. But a lot of that you can get from a good realtor. So I would interview 3 or 4 different realtors and just have them start sending you property. Historically, you buy a piece of property in 1995. Today, it's going to be an astronomical amount more than what you purchase it, and you own it outright because you pay off the mortgage. But anyway, we're gonna start posting some content and stuff like that. I'd love to interact with you guys through comments. I feel like I'm young, I've made some mistakes, I've done some different things, and I have a good network of people who are in the same position. We're all super young, but we're all super motivated, and we believe in ourselves to the point where you're taught in school, go to college, get debt, work for someone for the rest of your life, work for somebody just called me, work for someone for the rest of your life, and then at 65, you would retire. And that's not financial freedom. Financial freedom is not making $700,000, $400,000, $500,000. It's not financial freedom, because there's a lot of doctors who are slaves to their practices because they can't do anything else. Passive income is where we want to get to, and where's the quickest way to get to passive income is through real estate, whether it's multi-level marketing, if you're wise and you know retention and stuff like that. But anyway, this is something attainable for every single person out there. And my goal and my hope is that I could be, and then we as a family of business owners, we could be a resource, a tool to you guys, and show you how we're actually doing it. Not telling you where we're at today, but where were we at when we started. Documentation of what we're doing right now. But anyway, shoot me a comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We're gonna start putting out, like I said, more content, and hopefully these videos will get better and better. This is grassroots completely. I just want to serve you guys, and I just want to put out, I just want to bring value. My heart is to bring value to people, because there's so many people that don't even know where to start, or they're struggling in their mind. What should I do? What time should I wake up? What should I read? What should I be doing right now to set myself up for success? And we've been paving that way, and I'm not reinventing the wheel. I'm literally following in other people's footsteps. So the quickest way to financial freedom is read and research people who are financially free, and they've stayed financially free. But anyway, all right, thanks for watching, guys. Sorry for the long video.